Whenever two Jews meet, all three of them begin to argue. We Jews can never agree on anything. And as it was expected, there are also disagreements between Sephardic and Ashkenazi rabbis. Within the Jewish Orthodox community, everyone, of course, has the same Torah, and Sephardim attend Ashkenazi synagogues, and Ashkenazim attend Sephardic synagogues, and in 99% of their laws, Sephardim and Ashkenazim are exactly the same. But there's this 1% of disagreements. In the body of the Jewish law, Sephardim follow the opinion of Bet Yosef Karo, who was born in the 15th century in Toledo, Spain, and lived in Tzfat later on. And Ashkenazim follow the opinion of Rama Moshe Isserles, who lived at about the same time in Poland. In the last segment of our video blog, we said that contrary to popular belief, Ashkenazi and Sephardi Jews are not ethnical groups distinguished by their DNA, but they are descendants of different communities that historically followed different schools of thought within Judaism. And based on these different Torah approaches, each community developed their own customs. But here comes a question. In this case, can I change my affiliation? My DNA shows that I am 100% Ashkenazi, but maybe I can start following Sephardic traditions and become a Sephardi. If it will be determined by my biology, then I cannot change it. But if it's only opinions and thoughts, people change their ideologies and views all the time. The answer is no, I cannot change it. One of the basic principles of Judaism is that the disagreements of Jewish sages are not accidental. Every opinion derived from the Torah based on the principles passed to us from Moshe Rabbeinu Moses and based on Talmud and Shulchan Aruch are part of authentic Judaism. And the historic rulings of both Sephardic and Ashkenazi rabbis are exactly that. And it was no accident that different communities followed certain opinions. If a ruling was made based on the Torah by a spiritual leader of a certain community, it was planned from above. And God wanted this community to follow these rules. And their descendants, therefore, should adhere to these rules too. An interesting example. In the 5 books of Moses, we read about the prohibition of eating sciatic nerve of an animal, gid hanasha. Initially, all Jews had a teaching which was passed down from Moshe Rabbeinu Moses on how to find it and remove it. But over the time, Ashkenazim lost this tradition, and because of that, Ashkenazi rabbis ruled not to eat the entire part of an animal where it is. Thus, Sephardim continued eating all the meat, removing precisely just the gid hanasha, and Ashkenazim did not eat all the meat around that place. A great Kabbalist Arizal, who was Ashkenazi, lived in Tzfat at the same time as the aforementioned Yosef Karo, who was Sephardi. Yosef Karo invited Arizal to dinner and served meat. He said that this was from the part of an animal near the sciatic nerve, but he, as a Sephardi, has the tradition of removing it, and he personally took it out. Should Ashkenazi Arizal eat this dish? It would be strange not to trust Yosef Karo, the author of Shulchan Aruch. Arizal took his fork, poked around the meat, cut it, and showed it to his host. Yosef Karo was stunned. There was sciatic nerve, gid hanasha. Yosef Karo did not know what to do with himself. He ran to his teacher. His teacher said, Arizal is a great Kabbalist, and if he wants, he can make this sciatic nerve grow from a wall. And for you, a lesson is not to play around with traditions of other Jews.